this computer. Hey, welcome everyone. This is the contributor meetup of November. I actually don't know the number, Crystal. Is it 7, 8, 9, 7, 8? I don't know. One of these. I'll have to look it up. Welcome everyone. I'm very excited to have everybody here today. Specifically because we see two great presentations like every week, but these are pretty cool ones. So first, we're going to start with MyCrypto, I think, and we have both Bowen and Frederik that are going to tell us what they use Unlock for on MyCrypto, because I think it's also a thing that very few people know about, and it's kind of in a good way. Like it's people don't know that it's Unlock under the hood, and it just works well, and it's perfect for me. And then we're going to have a GeekyLumberJack. I don't know if you want to go by that, but I'll go by that for now. I was going to present to us some really cool integration that's happening with StreamersUnleashed. It's the name of the application, using Streamlabs, which is, I think, a fork or similar to OBS, which is the tool that a lot of streamers use. And I don't want to say too much, but we'll see that in a couple of minutes. For everyone joining us today for the first time, I'm Julian. I'm the CEO and founder at Unlock. Crystal, our community manager, is here, as well as a bunch of the people from the team. Unlock is a protocol for membership that allows anyone to monetize their community, their work, their application, their content using memberships. And one of the examples that I should tell is like, I have a membership on my own blog that people can become members to. And then if you do become a member, you will see your avatar. I mean, not quite avatar, but your blockies at the bottom of all of my video calls. I'm doing that all the time now. Everybody's like, what is this? And that's the challenge is like, there's more people, and so each icon becomes smaller. So I'm gonna have to change how it looks. Maybe I'm thinking doing kind of a little circle around my face, like an angel thing. I don't know. We'll have to think about the right way of doing this. Without further ado, let's get started with Bowen and Frederik from MyCrypto.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Bowen, and Frederik is also here with us. I kind of manage the usage of Unlock at MyCrypto, and Frederik did most of the implementation of how it's used within our system. So, like between the two of us, there's some fun stuff to share. So we came up with the idea of creating a membership class, essentially, to use MyCrypto, which would, over time, as we add certain features, we would gate them to membership. You know, for example, on our website, we have ads that are, you know, run by ad partners or whatever, that are taken out automatically if you have a membership. If we do a POAP drop, you know, a POAP protocol thing, members have the ability to not have to pull them themselves. If you have an Unlock, then it will automatically distribute it to them, which is kind of cool for members. There are a number of ways that it's used, but I can show you on the site. So allow me to try and share the screen. I'm probably going to do the video feedback thing. Oh, no, I can't screen share. You have it disabled.
Oh, I need to enable that for everyone. And maybe as I'm trying to do that, it's going to take me at least 30 seconds.
Sure, no problem.
I mean, I think everybody else is familiar-ish with MyCrypto, but it's always good to maybe provide an intro for people that might not know. So wait, yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead. I mean, what I'm trying to, who can share? All participants. Yes.
Okay, so I guess we should basically like explain what MyCrypto is if you don't know, which I completely forgot. So thank you. So MyCrypto is essentially what I would refer to as you know, a gateway to using all of your Ethereum accounts. It's kind of wallet aggregation, and it shows you all of your assets, and it allows you to, you know, send and receive and swap and everything you would normally do. And there's a ton of fun tools. And under the greater umbrella of MyCrypto, we also have sort of our education department, because over the years, the team has kind of become the de facto tech support for Ethereum. And we have a very large knowledge base, and we are constantly attempting to educate the public on the best security way, the best in security measures and OPSEC. And we also do Crypto Scam DB, which is used by a number of other players in the field to stopped from phishing URLs and addresses and such from being used maliciously, say through MetaMask, for example. What I'm going to try to do now is open up. If you give me 1 second to
while Bowen does that,
Yeah.
I'll just add that, like, as part of the very good toolbox that we have, there's a bunch of features that you can use, even if you don't want to go there to like swap or send. Like, we have message signing, interactions with contracts, a really good UI for deploying contracts. So like, it's for me personally, like, it's an all-around toolbox for like almost anything you would want to do inside Ethereum.
Absolutely.
And it supports like at this point, like maybe 30 different networks or something. So you can do it on any network as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Definitely. I mean, I refer to it as the Swiss Army knife of Ethereum. Basically, it's like you can do, I don't say anything, but a lot of things with MyCrypto. I definitely use the interact with contract feature a lot. That's a good way for contracts that are richer than their UIs, which is a good example. I mean, Unlock is exactly that. It's like we have a lot more features at the contract level that the front end doesn't really expose right now. And some of these stuff I actually use MyCrypto to do that. You import the API and then easily point to the contract and then just send your transactions from there. So absolutely agree that it's one of the most useful tools in the ecosystem.
I'm totally in agreement. I actually ended up working with MyCrypto because I was finding a lot of the errors when it was, first being built, and sort of sending them over. And my wife Luker ended up as the project manager over there, and I'm like, we both can't work for the same place, but it ended up happening anyway.
I mean, we all work for the internet, right? Anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly. So
all right,
we're employed by Web3.
Yes, absolutely right.
In any case, so I'm going to try and share this over there. And which one is it? Brave. Is it this one? One second. For some reason, my security was not set up to allow it either.
Is there something that I should do or can?
No, it's not you. It was
okay.
my system. Like, because I just reinstalled the and add Zoom, and we're good. Oh, I'm gonna have to quit and come back. I'm sorry. It'll take me 1 second.
We'll see you in a second. No worries. So Frederik, where are you based?
I'm based in Denmark.
Nice. I think you're the first attendee from Denmark on the meetup. I mean, attendee and participant, I guess. So welcome. And the rest of the team is in the US, or at least some of the team members are in the US.
Yeah, we have like quite a wide span. Like, we have a bunch of devs sitting in Europe as well. Originally, like, some of the OG team is from the US, but we've been hiring inside Europe as well. So at this point, like, most of the dev team actually is European. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, we work throughout the entire span of the time zone, basically.
I mean, which is definitely helpful if you indeed became the Ethereum de facto support team. I think that's useful that there's people around.
Yes, exactly. It is very useful.
Cool. Bowen's back. Perfect.
There we go.
Bowen, I don't know if you're speaking, but we cannot hear you right now, or at least I cannot.
I didn't realize I was still muted. Thank you. So this is the main screen that you will get to when you come to MyCrypto, and like we were saying, it gives you sort of a breakdown of where your assets are at and which you have. You can import multiple accounts, and those accounts can be coming from MetaMask or hardware wallets, Wallet Connect, any number of methods of connecting whatever wallets that you have, and be able to see a good list of everything it is that you have. We scan for almost every conceivable token that's used when you set up an account. So unless the token is a day or two old, or the people that created it haven't registered it in Ethereum lists, then most probably going to be found by our scan when you first set up an account. And from there, like we said before, you have the ability to send, based on whatever it is that you have. We have an address book built in. It gives you an idea of what the transaction could cost. We kind of, I think we're first out of the gate with 1559 support using Ledger, like the day, like August 10th, which was pretty cool. And I believe that a lot of people used our devs implementation of that to make it work in their systems, which was kind of awesome. We have the ability to swap directly through our interface from anything to anything that can be found with the 0x protocol, which is great. We also have like onboarding to like purchase crypto through MoonPay, which is fun. But to go back to the membership thing, if you notice here, you have the option to become a member. Now, the accounts that I have set up, I'll show you how it works, and then I'll show you what it does. So in order to buy a membership, it gives you a whole idea of what we do and how we're supported by our users, and you have any number of ways that you can purchase these. Like you have the ability to purchase them on XDAI, on Polygon, or on mainnet if you choose. And there are 1 month, 12-month, and lifetime subscriptions, essentially. And the implementation of the purchase and how it's detected and such was custom written, which is kind of cool. So when you go to purchase it, which I'm going to pretend to do, you can purchase all of those, as I said, and you select what network you're doing it from, and then you basically press buy. But in order to circumvent having to do that live, I'm just going to add a MetaMask account that has it. If you give me 1 second.
And maybe for clarity here, you are using the unlock smart contract under the hood, but not the unlock front end, which is definitely something that we try to tell people, like, you don't need to use the unlock front end. You don't have to. We do provide some front end. It is what it is. I know people, even in the team and myself included, are a bit frustrated sometimes with how it works. But yeah, I think anyone who uses the protocol is about this contract. It is not about the UI. It's not about the front end. And so I'm definitely excited to see that you guys did this. And that other people can do the same thing, basically.
So now if I go to Polygon, oh, I thought I had that on there. Hold on, let me see if I have it on XI. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm a terrible demo person today, guys. I apologize.
Yeah, so while Bowen is trying to figure this out, I guess I can add. So the reason why the implementation is custom is that we already sort of, like, since it's a wallet interface, right? We have a bunch of logic already to build transactions and like send transactions and everything like this. So because of that, it made more sense to not try and integrate you guys' implementation. While that might be solid, it just, to us at least, made more sense to go the other route. Well, there's not much cool about the purchasing implementation. That's mostly ethers, which is what we use for a lot of our code. But the detection itself is actually pretty cool. If any devs are out there and want to look into that, I'll link in the chat here a library that we built. Basically, we already have a library called ETHScan, which we use for scanning for token balances. It uses like an on-chain contract to do that. And it's sort of like an optimized way of fetching token balances with like fewer like node calls, basically. This is the same concept, but for unlock. So it's customly written to scan for unlock locks and determine the expiration timestamps, basically. So the detection is built in such a way that we just scan. We know the which contract addresses to look for, like where the locks are located, and then we can scan, or we use this library to scan and determine whether you have a valid membership. So that's pretty cool.
And just to clarify, because I think I understand how this works, but just make sure that everybody gets it. But you have 9 contracts, so this matrix that you've shown earlier, Bowen,
Yes.
3 by 3 basically, on 3 different networks, 3 different levels of membership. And what you check for is like whether an address has any of the 9, right? And if it has any of the 9, you consider that account to be a member's account of that level, right?
Yes, exactly. Currently, there's no it's not tiered in such a way. So it's just determining, do you actually have a membership or not? Like, we don't distinguish, at least for most of the benefits aren't distinguishable by whether you have like the longer membership or the shorter one. Absolutely,
that makes sense. But that makes me think that it's actually what I really like about this is, like, as a user, I might not have Polygon tokens, but I might have a membership on XDAI, and it still works the same. So basically, as a user, I don't have to have currency on every single network. I just pick where I want to go for my membership, and then I'll be treated the same by your application, basically, as a member wherever my membership is. Correct?
Exactly.
That's really cool. I mean, do you want to go over this unlock scan library briefly, or I mean, unless you, I think a lot of people in this space here, I mean, at least a few people here are developers, and so we pretty enjoy looking at that.
I don't think so. I didn't write the contract. Okay. It's mostly based on something that we wrote a while back.
Okay.
I don't know if there's much to dive into. Like, it's not very complicated. Okay. It's basically just the contract itself doing all the work, and then the JavaScript just calls that via the node call, right? Yeah. So
when you say the contract, that's the thing that I'm not fully clear about. So you deploy a specific contract to look for some user's membership, is that right?
Yeah, so we have a scanning contract that's deployed that takes arbitrary input of, like, say, go look for these, go call this method or this function on these contracts, basically.
Oh.
So it's sort of like, there's a contract deployed now that's called multi-call or something.
Yeah.
That a lot of people have been using, and I don't know the specific timing, but I think our balance scanning thing was done before that. So okay. It's sort of we've been working further on that for unlock, basically.
That makes sense, and it does look across obviously 3 contracts on per network, right? So basically, you
yes, exactly.
Okay. That makes sense.
So that cool. It's the optimization of that per network. So we could do 1 call per network instead of 3.
I see.
Well,
okay.
It could be even more, right? Because if you have
25 networks, yeah.
If you have a bunch of addresses added as well, like, we have to check for all of them. So
that's
it gets
cool,
very out of hand quickly.
Yes. Oh, cool. So basically, okay, and I'm looking at the code right now, but like, the addresses that you're checking are not hard coded. Basically, it's just a way to make 1 single RPC call and look for a list of addresses that you specify dynamically, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
That's really cool. So basically, that means that if you add more locks, you don't change the contract. You just change the call that you make to read for more at once. I really like that. That's actually a pretty cool pattern. We should. I mean, do you mind if I steal that and write about it on our blog or on some of our forums?
I don't think so. I think you can do that. Cool. Of course.
Awesome.
It's all open source, as all of our work is.
Nice.
I would so the contract and stuff has been written by one of our team members called Martin. So I would shout him out if you do it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I say steal, right? Like, I'm just gonna try to tell people that it exists and that it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. That's
cool.
You should definitely do that.
All right.
Just to point back out, I'm sorry it took me that extra second. I was using the wrong account and I didn't realize it. So I apologize. Once you actually do have a membership, it will pop up here and let you know that you do. And in doing so, it replaces ads that are no longer here, which would normally be in the space between your action items and the transaction list that shows the transactions from all of the accounts that you have imported, which is kind of fun. I was going to show you a couple of other little things that we did. we have a membership dashboard, which shows all of the memberships from all of the contracts, regardless of what network they're on.
That's really cool.
That was put together. Let me refresh it on here because it pops up with a bunch of numbers. It shows you the transactions where they happened, like what address got them, the date, and what network they're on, which is kind of neat. And we did that like basically for self-accounting.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, we should build these. I mean, is this open source as well?
I'm fairly sure it probably is. I think Lout might have done this. Frederick, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Also, you had pointed out to me that you could change the graphics for the locks,
yes,
which we have done.
Oh, nice.
So each one of them has a different artwork now.
Oh man, I love that. This is amazing.
Whoop. Sorry. I'm trying to click outside of the thing.
Oh, little cross at the top right. Yeah, yep. Little.
Oh, okay, it's up there.
Yeah, we need to improve things. But no, this is brilliant.
Yeah, and so there's one for the 12-month and one for lifetime. So we try to keep it fun.
Absolutely. I mean, can you share in the chat the URL where people can get the memberships? I think I think everybody who uses Unlock or should actually get a membership. Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't have, well, let me see if I can actually get rid of the account so you can see where I was clicking before to get the membership. In this square, it will tell you when you don't have a membership straight off.
And what I should also add, because here you're showing us this in a tab in a web browser, Chrome or Firefox or Brave. It's Brave. I see the little lion here. But you also have a desktop application, right? And so if I link the same wallet to that desktop application, it will recognize me as a member as well, right?
I do not believe that there is a membership implementation within the desktop app.
Okay.
And the reason being is the desktop app was really kind of designed so it could be used almost in an air-gapped situation.
Okay.
So most of the stuff that you would be doing that would be a membership assurance you would want to be doing on the live website anyway. Because the benefits of it are stuff that are like live internet stuff rather than sort of offline signing and such.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but if you wanted to at some point say, hey, we're gonna have a native app and we're gonna provide benefits to our members only, it would just be a matter of making sure that users link the same accounts basically.
Yes.
And you would know their membership status across the board.
That is correct.
Cool.
It's just hard to do that on an air-gapped machine for obvious reasons.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you're hoping for a new MyCrypto desktop thing, then stay tuned.
Aha.
For that.
Love the teasing here. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Go ahead.
Do you have any other questions as far as that goes? Or?
I was going to say, like, maybe if participants have questions here, I think now is a good time. So one thing we did a couple of weeks ago is announce the airdrop. I think everybody knows about this here. And anyone who had purchased a membership for MyCrypto actually was eligible for the airdrop. So without spilling any secrets here, obviously we want to do more airdrops in the future and want to reward people in the community that are using the protocol. So either deploying locks, purchasing memberships. I mean, we want to make sure that they're rewarded. And people should get a membership for MyCrypto for sure. Because at some point, I hope we can leverage this as a way to provide rewards for people that are, again, contributing to the ecosystem in general. Cool.
Indeed.
All right.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Well, thanks
to
for having
come
us.
and show some of that off.
Absolutely. I mean, you should definitely show. I mean, come back, show us more stuff if you. I mean, I'm sure. And one other thing I think that I like also is like you guys keep adding benefits. Is like it starts with maybe a small thing, and at some point you add more and more features. And I can definitely imagine a world where creators like yourselves don't necessarily have a good understanding of what they will do in 2 years, but might want to still offer themselves the ability to add more and more benefits as they go. And then who knows, maybe at some point, I think you guys have a Discord server, but like you can say, hey, there's a Discord server with a special channel just for the members.
Just for members.
And that would be easy to do as well. Or you might
Yeah,
say, hey,
we have that as well, if
Yes.
that wasn't clear. So,
exactly right. And you do have a swag store right now, I know, but you could also make it so that the swag store, if that store uses Shopify or uses Unlock, like I mentioned Shopify because one of our community members has built a plugin for Shopify. You could say, hey, only the members would get access to, I don't know, the secret catalog. I went a couple times to In-N-Out in California, and I'm always amazed by the secret menu that they have just for people that know about the secret menu. It would be cool to have a kind of a secret menu just for the MyCrypto members that gets some member swag that's just for them. I think that'd be the kind of thing that is possible to do later on. Like that's the thing that I like about decoupling the membership from.
Yeah, there's a few physical rewards if you. I think that might be for the longer memberships. But all of those details are on the page. Amazing. That's really cool. Cool. Well, thank you very much for showing up. Yes, Chris, the In-N-Out secret menu. Love to learn more about what you guys do in the future as well. So please do not hesitate to come back. We'd love to have you more often. With that, GeekyLumberJack.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, fantastic. Let's see how this goes. So I built an integration with Streamlabs and Unlock Protocol. I use their front end for everything. But Streamlabs, in case you don't know, is a very popular streaming application. And they have hookups to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And obviously, streamers, they like donations, but also there's a lot of times they're trying to sell something, a course or some hoodies or something like that. So for me personally, what I like about this Unlock Protocol implementation is that you can, for instance, use the Shopify integration. I don't think it's available yet, but someone was working on Shopify integration, and you could link up that NFT, and then only people who bought that hoodie, for instance, would be able to send you messages in your live streams. And so it prioritizes the people who support you the most by buying your stuff. And obviously the NFTs are ownable and things like that. So this is the website. It's Streamers Unleashed. And then so on this side, this is just for the streamer to configure the app so that it has the proper locks.
So here, what you're showing here, and maybe you should share that link in the chat, is like you created a membership especially for the Streamers Unleashed application. Is that right?
Right. So whenever a streamer wants to configure the Streamer Unleashed app, they get the free. There's a free version right now, and there might be a paid version later on. It just kind of depends. But right now, whenever you click the Unlock Streamers Unleashed button, you have to purchase the NFT to unlock the configuration.
That's
portion.
cool. I love. I mean, basically monetizing with Unlock, an app that monetizes content with Unlock as well. I mean, the meta-ness aspect of this is really cool. So here you're unlocking this. Hopefully MetaMask. Maybe you're not sharing. Oh, you're not sharing the MetaMask, so you didn't see that, but that's fine. But basically, you purchased the Streamers Unleashed, free Streamers Unleashed membership, basically.
Yes, on my screen it was switching, so I wasn't sure that was happening or not. But okay, so I set up a new wallet just to go through this exercise, but it goes through OAuth with Streamlabs, so you do have to click this authorize button and connect to your Streamlabs. Mine is federated with Twitch, so that's why they went to Twitch.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yes, Damien, credit card would also work here. I mean, it basically, if GeekyLumberJack enables credit card on the lock, it would just work outside of the box because they use the checkout flow that we offer.
Exactly. That was the main reason why I didn't do anything else, because I wanted to make sure credit cards would work for anyone that wanted to enable that feature.
Nice. So here what you're doing is basically connecting your Twitch account to your Streamers Unleashed account now.
Right, and then so now the authorize button goes away and it shows that the access was granted. So I have
amazing.
the token on the back end. And then so here we have your selections for networks. So I'm going to be demonstrating with XDAI here. Let me copy the proper token. Okay, and then right now the only two options we have are donation and super chat. So donation, you just want to send them some money. If you want to configure a super chat, they can send you a message. So I'm going to do a super chat, and then you can add as many locks as you want, and you can delete them obviously. So and then this will generate your custom URL. So I'm actually streaming right now. Let's see, this thing's in my way.
Oh, that's cool. Do you want to share that in the early of the stream in the chat so that we can all join you on Twitch?
So it's twitch.tv /GeekyLumberJack right here. And then I had set up this command in the Twitch bot that's part of Streamlabs to spit out this URL. So this should be the right one. I set it up before the account was set up. So I'm going to test that out.
Give me 1 second at least. I want to join GeekyLumberJack 1. Is that right?
Yes.
GeekyLumberJack 1. All right. And let me actually paste that in the chat. So just in case people don't have to type, I am here and I'm going to just, oh, I have an account. I need to log in, I guess.
So if a viewer wanted to donate, this would be the screen that they would see for a username and message. As simple as you click on the lock you want, and then
wait, give us give us 1 second. I want you to do that. Who's Mr. Boyfriend? Is it somebody in the community?
I have no idea.
So
that one's me.
All right, cool, nice. Oh, you're so fast, Bowen. Okay, so I am connected now. What's the way to unlock the stream or to give you
so you should be able to chat !donate, and then the Streamlabs bot should just tell you the link. It should work.
Yes,
that's
work. Cool. That works for me. Yes. And I'm just going to go do that right away.
So I'm streaming the screen, that's streaming the screen, and it becomes a loop here.
All right. Did it work? Oh, you're doing it yourself as well. That's cool. And I love the little, I mean, I guess it's a Halloween theme, the vampire slash monster running away.
All right.
Yay, Chris.
And so you can see now the zombie dude and all of that stuff, it's all configurable on the Streamlabs application. So I could get rid of that guy, blow up the wording so that for instance, if Unlock wanted to do a Q&A and they only wanted to accept questions from members who had their token, then that's how this is a way it could display the question and all of that stuff.
That is really good, actually. I like that idea of doing it kind of a live Q&A and then only members can ask questions. I mean, obviously there's the stream chat on the side, but I would ignore that and see the basically the question as overlaying right now.
Right. And this way you would know who's actually a member versus, having non-members, less dedicated people.
This is amazing. I mean, I can say this because I've seen the first version of this over the summer. I was like, this is going to be rough, but no, it feels like it's actually a pretty. I mean, it's ready to be shipped, and I'm really excited to play with that and share it with people in the community because I think that's a brilliant integration. And
then we also have there's a guide and a chat. So if the guide isn't working for you, the chat is a Discord chat where I'll be available. And of course, if that's not working, you can't get a hold of me there for whatever reason, the link's broken, then I'm also in the unlocked chat and you can yell at me there.
That's really cool. Do you want to tell us a bit more about the details of how you build this? Like, at a high level, maybe?
Yeah, so right now it's the front end's deployed on Netlify and it's all using Material UI and React. So the integration, like I used the Unlock.js NPM package for the buttons from not this part, but so this one uses it actually started with the example that you gave me, Julian. It was part of your repost, the React example.
Yep.
And so this is just a material UI, and then the donation button portion is where I had to use the npm package, because every single time you click on a lock, you have to reconfigure
the paywall checkout UI. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and so I wanted to make sure that was available, but that's pretty much it. The backend, there's an API that's on AWS right now. I was thinking about moving it. I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with the distributed options for APIs and things
for
like
backends,
that.
I don't think there's much these days. I've been looking for that recently as well, and for me, there's nothing that actually allows you to do kind of distributed server-side processing for now. Hopefully, it's going to come, but it's still not there.
Right. So I guess I'm stuck with that for now. And then the front end I was thinking about pushing it over to was the IPFS, I think, because it's React. That should work, right?
That should work out of the box. And we're actually looking for somebody to do the same for us. So if you find the way to do that for yourself, feel free to. We have a bounty for this event, so feel free to do it for Unlock and grab that bounty. Maybe I don't want to out you in any way, but over the summer you told me that you were not quite yet a developer and you've learned a ton of things here. I'm honestly blown away by the amount of progress and work that you've done. This is humbling. Like, honestly, as somebody who very recently started developing, again, if I'm correct, or specifically the front end stuff, I should say, this is really polished and finished. So amazing job here.
I appreciate that. Yeah. So I was mostly an automation guy, so I did a lot of like back-end scripting stuff, but the front end is a little bit different. Material, honestly, I don't know how many people here have experience with Material UI. I'm not the biggest fan of the way the styling has to happen in Material UI. You know,
I've never used it myself, so I don't necessarily have an opinion on this, but no matter what, the fact that you're able to kind of take it and make it looks really nice right now, and again, make a complete app by yourself, as somebody who has not done front-end work before, I mean, that is stunning.
And so that's pretty much it. Luckily, Streamlabs gives you a lot of the options there on the back end. So this is just connecting the dots.
Cool. That's, very, very, very good. Maybe, and so you showed us here with Twitch. I would assume that since Streamlabs work with YouTube, works with Facebook, as we can see in the logo here, that means that basically if I use StreamersUnleashed, it's going to work with all of the platform that Streamlabs support. It doesn't have.
Yes, so it goes straight to the Streamlabs API, so you can actually add alternative softwares as well to those major three. And so it should work with all of them because it's actually communicating with the Streamlabs API, and then they have their own internal way of distributing the messages and things like that.
That is brilliant. Cool. Well, I know a lot of people in the community are using Twitch and know of a few streamers. It's funny because we used to work with Nick, Harder Difficult. You might see some of his comments on our repo. He was actually doing live coding session on Twitch. I'm definitely going to tell him about using that software because I think it's a very cool way to support Twitch streamers, and exactly what you said earlier, right? Kind of plugging things in e-commerce or other types of application allows the membership to be something that is useful for the video stream, but could also apply very well to content rooms, for example. You could use basically the same membership for content room and the live stream in Twitch, which again would be a very, very good use case for that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. I think it'll be good. I like this protocol, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. Anybody in the audience has questions on how that works and how to use it? Maybe I see a few in the question. Like Damien was asking, work with REST-Stream. I don't know what REST-Stream is. Damien, do you want to tell us a bit more about REST-Stream? Is that a streaming platform similar to Twitch?
I think Restream is similar to Streamlabs.
I see. Okay, so it's kind of a tool that allows you to plug into multiple backends. So I guess StreamersUnleashed is plugged specifically to Streamlabs, right? GeekyLumberJack.
Yeah, it's specific to Streamlabs. We could probably I could look it up and see if I could expand it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Restream is a gateway for a platform like Ecamm. I'm using personally Ecamm to manage and to design all my streams and then send all the streams through Restream to LinkedIn Live, YouTube, Twitch, etc., etc. It gather all the comments inside the same interface, so it's easier to multi-live.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so it publishes everywhere and then re-import the comments from all of the channels. Yeah, I mean, more work for you, GeekyLumberJack, but I think it could be a good addition as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. It could be a good one.
Cool. Anyone else has questions? I mean, what I like here is thinking that as somebody would be using Twitch, your membership is not stuck on Twitch, because we all know of creators that are very popular on the platform and want to move to another one or publish on multiple, but basically would end up having kind of a very fragmented audience. Basically, each platform would have their own members, and it would be hard for the creator to kind of leverage their membership and give access to everyone across multiple platforms. And so that's the kind of thing that I'm really excited to see. Again, props for actually doing the double dip in some way, like requiring people to use Unlock to unlock the software itself. You could definitely have pro features, like maybe Restream is only available if you have the pro version of the StreamersUnleashed membership in that scenario, which I think could be pretty interesting. I see a question from Amber, and she's definitely asking a good question here. And Austin and Chris are also asking this. Would you be interested in being showcased as a case study? I know Kelly's in the chat as well, and maybe we should make sure that this goes into the Unlock Showcase website. Kelly was one of our past grantees who built the Unlock Showcase website that has basically a showcase of all of the Unlock integrations. I mean, this definitely belongs there. So I would recommend that you put it there, and then Chris and Austin and Amber should get in touch with you as well.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I've got, obviously, we all got friends who are busy on Twitch, and I'm tempted to contact the person and say, come and have a look at this. But I'm worried they might get a bit frightened of the tech side and get frightened off. I'm wondering if it might be a good idea to do something at a presentation at a lower level, and then we all invite all our Twitch friends to join.
Absolutely. I mean, we can work on that. I think that's a great idea. We should. When you say a lower level presentation, would it actually be something recorded, like something like a video tutorial, make sense in that scenario?
It could be. I mean, it's just something to spark their interest. I would think in what we've seen this afternoon and the Unlock.
Yeah.
In order to, I don't know, to run with it, because I'm sure they'd be interested. I think it's just we're a bit too techy at the moment, aren't we, in what we're presenting?
And we could. I mean, I guess we should. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, GeekyLumberJack, would you be interested in doing that? Like maybe we can schedule something, multiple people, and not only do it live but also record it, so that we can have then a version that we can send around to Twitch streamers that we know that would be interested in maybe using this.
As like a more in-depth demo, is that more?
Or I mean, less in depth, I'd say, like more like a, hey, this is how you do it in maybe 5-10 minutes. How you set things up so that you can easily monetize your Twitch stream.
Sure, because you do have to add it inside Streamlabs, the application as well, which I didn't go over here, which maybe I could go over in that other one. Yeah, and like not in a. I mean, this presentation was good because it allows us to see how you did this, but like. We would do it in a more like a tutorial way, like, hey, you're a Twitch streamer, and you know how to use Twitch, you know how to use Streamlabs. This is how you plug basically StreamersUnleashed into Streamlabs so that you can monetize your Twitch stream. Like the target audience would be Twitch streamers, not Unlock fans, which is great. Like for today, it's great, but the idea is like, let's make it completely for Twitch streamers rather than Unlock fans, because they might not care about Unlock, which is good, but they really want to know how they monetize. Right. Okay. Yeah, we could talk about doing something like that. Definitely. I'm looking at question. Harry has a good question about market market as Twitch donation with 0 commission. You keep 100%, which is negative. Yeah, I think that's one way to do that. Support your favorite streamers. I mean, almost like I don't want to say Patreon for streamers, but that can be like that. That makes sense. Yeah, unless you use a credit card, right? It was like,
Oh yeah, if you, yeah, you're right. If there's a credit card, there's going to be fees, and Unlock does take a little bit of the fees here, so I should not be shy from doing this. But it's also, if you want to go ahead and do the crypto native way, then it's perfect. It works out of the box. Cool. And I think one of the, I mean, I love what you showed with the little zombie thing, showing people in the Twitch space how that can be customized. Might actually go a long way as well. And then maybe we can go as far as showing them how to customize even the NFT itself, like so people to, I mean, for creators to basically do that. Yes, Damien, that's something that we need to build. Also, an easy way for creators to, I mean, airdrop memberships to their fans that would allow them to kind of be visible in the Twitch stream and things like that. Cool. Well, thank you very much, GeekyLumberJack. I really appreciated that demo. And again, congratulations. Even outside of the Unlock work, seeing that how far you've been in a few months is inspiring. Like I really love seeing people kind of build stuff, learn new things. I know, and again, don't want to spoil any secret that you even changed jobs. I don't think it's because you worked on Unlock specifically, but as you went there on the journey, you were able to learn things that are help you find another job, which I think is amazing.
No, yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity. I do plan on actually adding this to my resume and searching around. You know, I think it'll be good.
Definitely. Please do send the resume our way as well. We are hiring. I think people know that, but I want to remind everybody that we are hiring, and definitely, I mean, everybody in the crypto space at this point is hiring. I'm sure MyCrypto is hiring as well. Thank you everyone for showing up today. I mean, do we have more questions, more, I mean, comments, notes, remarks that people want to raise? Consider this. I guess nobody has questions. Well, thanks everybody for showing up. Again, thank you, Bowen. Thank you, Frederick. Thank you, GeekyLumberJack, for showing up today. Really amazed. This is going to be posted on YouTube hopefully later today or tomorrow if I'm fast at uploading things. Thanks everybody else for showing up. It really is a pleasure to do these every third Wednesday of the month. And I look forward to the next one. If you are building on Unlock, please do not hesitate to reach out, apply for grants. I mean, we're here to help you build, and we'd love to help you build. With that, have a wonderful evening, afternoon. I think, don't know that anyone is, actually, our friends on the West Coast. Bowen is on the West Coast. End of morning, and we'll chat soon. Bye, everybody.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care.